guys, but we can now start to play. I turned the tables in, and we have another monitor NL100 tables, so we're gonna play what we can. Just to turn the HUD in. Okay, we're gonna squeeze here. Okay, so we can start to play. To get the calculator here. Okay, and we are ready. We have one NL400 table, we got two NL200, and we are trying to get in the first opportunity we get. We also have tables on Super Sport. It will be fun, probably. Maybe today we'll came to 100 followers. It would be nice. If you have any questions, you can ask them now. I was going through our stats. We played 5k hands on this account, and I was just thinking. I made some pretty light calls, and I was going through my stats on 5k hands. We have like fold versus c-bet 35, 38, 16 on river, and on 3-bet pots we fold the river 0%. So I think based on that I will need to use a river pop-up a little more, because when I looked at the river pop-up, I made like calls on some people that we have like hand that is 50-50, that we need to call sometimes and fold sometimes, and I know that hand in the vacuum is okay call, but I just really need to look at river pop-up. So because river pop-up is just like giving us so much information, and I didn't use it, and today I will use a lot of the river pop-up for sure. And I will just try to see if there are other tables. Okay, two tables here. Okay, I'll just tune the sound off on the laptop. Magic orange high. We don't have any stats here. I mean, I'm gonna call. He hit the 6th on the turn, okay. We don't have stats, but he's giving us okay odds. Thank you, NoteCaddy. I'm gonna try my best to play good today. We're gonna make a 3-bet here. We're gonna try to get into the tables as soon as we get the chance. Okay. On Super Sports we got like players that love to play. This is pretty cool stats. So it will be interesting. I'm gonna see what I have on this player here. I made a note on him. Okay. And I think that maybe it's better to start at this time. Let's see fold versus 4-bet here, just to be curious. Fold to 4-bet, okay. Pretty strong range big blind. but we see ace-10 off, which is strange. Shove on the turn. Yes, this will be like, here will be like cool spots, I'm sure of it. I'm gonna try, if other tables open, I'm gonna try to add them also on Super Sport. Let's go tables. And we need to be fast, because there are like 2 fishes here and 2 fishes here, so as soon as we get the chance we need to click it. Because if there are scripters, we are dead. We won't see any tables. I'm pretty interesting to see what this guy calls here. 8x probably. I think he would stab that also. This guy is losing 111 BBs. And he open raises 10x. Stuff like this, we will see them a lot at this table. We can even see call range in this spot. Usually there are like 4 or 5 really good players here on Super Sport that plays high stakes, but not today and not the last few days. Okay, Magic Orange, you are asking me about stabbing. What I look, I don't usually look much for that strength, and I should start to look at it because I will play at stars, but I didn't started to look at the stats till now. So I basically look at the HUD, and HUD is showing you, okay, this guy again, we saw that he was like betting bottom pair and he hit on the turn second pair. I mean, we will call here. Okay. He didn't value bet the river, okay. I'm looking at the colors. So green color tells us that he's like doing something much more than he should. And then you got like red color, which is telling you that like we need to be careful in this spot because he's probably, for example, he steps like 36%, it's red, and we don't know that that is not a lot. Like for example here he double barrels 29%, so we must be careful because when he double barrels his range is stronger. We can also look at the strength numbers. For example, we can see his bet turn versus missed civet, but we can also you can see his strength number here, but you can also see what type of hand he had. So for me, we see that this guy stepped the turn 6 out of 10 times. So we got strength number here like 43 because the one time when he saw it, he had like nuts. So you can look at the strength number when you have like really good numbers of opportunities. So if you like have 30 opportunities and you like had like 7-8 you see like 7-8 hands, you can then use, in my opinion, then you can use like strength numbers really easy. But in this, strength numbers doesn't tell you much because we only know the one hand that he showed, and that was not flush. So I wouldn't use the strength numbers in this situation because it's not telling us much. But Graph is telling us, that he bet the turn with 3/4 of the pot. He bet the turn with 3/4 of the pot, and he had like nuts on the turn. And he stepped the turn and bet the river also with 3/4 of the pot, and he had like that hand. He had nuts. So for me, it's better to look at the beginning. You just look at the stats. You just look at the stats and you see, go to the graph and see what type of hand it was, and then make like some conclusions. Because this guy like stepped 6 out of 10 times. He didn't have 6 out of 10 times nuts 100%. He didn't have nuts every time. So I think it's better to just look at the situation. Okay, we're gonna call here. This guy is pretty tight. He's like opening really tight range. So I think against him I would fold this type of the hand, but when this guy called, we are calling, of course. Hello Ivan, thank you for wishing me good luck. I'll try to play good today. I think it's better than have good luck. But if I play bad, then I would like to have really much luck. Okay, here is like playing. They are 3-betting, betting, potting. It will be fun here, for sure. This is like fold versus 3-bet. This guy doesn't fold to 3-bet. They c-bet a lot. We're gonna see here. This guy, when he's strong, he's like betting pot and really high. You see, like this guy's calling with anything, and he's like potting when he's strong. And we can also see that in the river pop-up. So river pop-up is like the key with weaker players. You can see, for example, when he's like betting 95% plus, it's never a bluff. And this is the standard size of open raise. Okay. Well, just let me see if there are other tables that we can come in. Unfortunately, no. Fortunately, no. Okay, I'm going to triv it here. I think we can call here. We can triv it or call. We want to call because of him. Okay. Queen 10. Okay, we're going to rebuy here. Standard size again. And we see a call from standard size. Okay, we have one table. Scripters didn't came before us. That's good. 6-2. I'm gonna try to use a lot of the river pop-up today, because every time I go through hands, I like see, I could save money here, I could save money here, I could save money here, and it seems like I could save money anywhere. Okay. I'm gonna bet here 1/3. This guy has 50% of the range. It's important to see, does he 3-bet king queen off here? We don't see it, so he probably has it in his range. Let's see his check raising range here. Okay, he has really strong hands, flush draws, gut shots, inside straight draws, check raise strength is a little bit higher. Check raise and bet, we can see check raise flop and bet turn is 63%, and check raise check fold is 33. So he I think mainly he has like really strong hands in his check raising range, mixed with few bluffs here. I don't think we can really bet here, so okay. And I also saw that he like doesn't check raise fold much, so that's automatically telling me that he has stronger range than usual. Okay, let's see what he had. He had king 8 of diamonds. I think it's good. I think it's good check raise, and I think good give up also. Okay. Okay, we're gonna. This guy 3-bets like really small. This is like on tilt 8-9, ace-9, and he like I know how he plays. When he gets the stack, he's like then playing really tight. So I think we can call. He has ace king and ace queen probably, so it's okay. And when he checks he's checking like aces here, queens here, jacks here, king x here, and he's checking again that hands we are never good, I think, here. He's really betting them now. He like always see bet bluffs, and when he checks, especially in the board where he would bet bluffs, I think we can do anything. And he's like also really bad player. Magic Orange, it's a really good table on Supersport. I'm usually 3-betting or folding, but I think this guy won't squeeze a lot, and we are like playing like we have the button, and this player is also a fish, so okay. I'm gonna call against this size. Okay, and this guy is like also a fish. I'm gonna bet here. We got the open-ender straight and flush draw, it's good. I usually just 3-bet or fold, but when I practically have a button and have two fishes behind, I think we can have a call range. This is not good, the tables are breaking again. I'm gonna try to get us some other tables, but okay. Okay, we see here 18% open. Okay. Let's see, he is folding to check raise. He folds a lot on check raise. He mainly uses bigger size. We can call, we can check raise here, but I will have like a lot of bluffs here. So I'm gonna check raise. I have a lot of bluffs in this spot. He's like folding really a lot, but he's not like barreling like crazy, and I don't know that he's like, let's say if he overbets in position, he's like rarely making overbets, so we don't need to like defend our range like crazy, because this guy is like not double barreling enough, he's not triple barreling enough, and against him we can just make a pressure because he's over c-betting. Okay, we're gonna try to add another table as soon as the situation. Okay, it's not ideal. Okay, I'm gonna bet 1/3 here. This guy overfolds to c-bet really a lot, and we're gonna see multi-way how much he folds multi-way. Okay, he's check folding multi-way really big. We can see what type of hands he calls when he's out of position. We can see his calling range, so we can see check call flop. Okay, so he will have like draws here. It's important to see, will he check raise 7x? I think that he will. We're gonna see his check raise stats, just to see his check raise stats multi-way. It's important. Check raise stats multi-way versus flop step. He doesn't even check raise against, let's see, I mean he check raises rarely, and his check raising ranges, it's not bluff heavy, it's just like top pair heavy, top pair mixed with some middle pairs, and that's it. He's like not raising blockers like gutters or stuff like that. Okay, we can like just talk about multi-way pop-up. I wanted to show you a multi-way pop-up a lot. Open shove here. I wanted to show you multi-way. I think it's really really good. I'm gonna show you why I think it's really good. We here have like calling range when on big blind or small blind when there is 2% in the pot, so we can see what type of hands he's calling. For example, some people will call like everything in that spot. They will call like 6-9 off, 7-9 off against like middle position or UTG. You want to identify that people. You want to know how they play against flop c-bet. You want to know how they play against the stab, and you want to also know how they play against c-bet and a call. Because when there is a c-bet and a call, and when the player overcalls, it's usually sign of weakness, because he will want to get the money in. Okay, we're gonna check raise here. This guy just has like betting tells. When he's like betting strong, he's strong. When he's betting like this size, he's like mediocre. So I'm gonna check raise here. Okay, he is calling. We can check here, and he'll check behind, and we can bet here. He'll have like 7s, 8s, 9s, stuff like that. If he has flush draw, he's betting really big size also, so he has like big sizing tells, and all that you can see like in that pop-up, and it's important. I usually didn't use a lot of that pop-up, but I should, and this is not good. We need to. This guy is like tight as I think I'm gonna fold here. And you're gonna Magic Orange, are you gonna ask me is 10 standard fold? I mean, I would never fold 10s in normal game, but look at this guy. Like, I told you that on Super Sport either you got like really good players, or you got like big fish and really tight players. So I don't know. I mean, if I want to play that 10s, I need to cold forbet it, and I mean I need to get it in, and I would be like super happy to see ace king, but that's it. I mean, so is it worth to gamble with this type of player? I don't know. That's why I'm gonna just fold, and that's it. Other tables, so all other tables are taken or sitting out. As soon as the table opens, I think I can go in. I wanted to say that, for example, yesterday, after we start streaming, I just take a look to see what are the tables, and there were like more tables than. I don't know if we are like in the wrong time. It's early or not, but I think we can't stream like to start at midnight or stuff like that, so we are stuck with what we have. Okay, Magic, you are asking me about defending optimally. Do you adapt if villains betting more or less to GTO? I mean, I just try to adopt if I like have like reads, or for example if we have like in pop-up and we see in pop-ups really good stuff. But basically you could see that I'm not like adopting really much, and I think maybe that's not good. I should like adopt much, but when I, for example, we had a hand yesterday where guy shoved the river and we had like ace 3 on ace 4 5 board, and the river was 6. It was flush draw on the flop, and I knew that ace 3 is a really good call on the river. It's much better call. It was ace 10, it was ace 4 5, turn was 10, and the river was 6, and on the river we faced our bet shove, and I knew that ace 3 is a really good call there, because it's much better call than ace jack. I think it's probably better call than ace queen also, and I knew that, and I just immediately I knew okay, I'm going to defend this hand no matter what, but and I know, I mean, I know that I need to defend optimally, but some players, for example, will never bluff that spot because it's like pretty, they are pretty sure when I call on the turn I have an a6, and they won't bluff against top pair. And I know that that is like thinking of most weak players. For example, in that spot, like king queen, queen jack or king queen is a really good bluff, especially if you're not blocking flush draws. So I knew that, and I just immediately clicked fold. So if I was like thinking more, and if I'm adopting more, I would like I would make like better folds. But usually I don't like to fold a lot, so I just want to call. I'm just calling the hands that I know that are good calls, and that's basically it. But if I have a good read, I can like make big folds. But usually I'm not like making so much drastically changing, because if I know that PO is calling like 60% time that hand, I won't like fold. I'm not gonna call like 10% or 15% or even 20%. I'm gonna call maybe 40 to 50%. So I'm gonna, if I think that player won't bluff that much, I'm gonna just make a small adjustments, really small, but not big one. Even if we have like super rates, we can do like really big adoptions, but I'm not doing that a lot. And you see this guy crazy have a script, so he just we couldn't have got this table no matter what we do, and that's like driving me insane. Okay, we see here 12%, 8s plus. Okay, we see 14%. He has all suited aces then. Ace 10 off, ace jack off, king jack off. Okay, this is standard range. Jack 8, okay, it's not really standard. He should have all suited aces and all suited connectors. I see some strange hands. We're gonna call here. With 4-6, we're gonna see his double barrel range here. Does he double barrel without equity? Okay, we don't see without equity. So for example, this guy will never like a double barrel here with queen jack without anything, or 10 jack without anything. So we're gonna bet here. We're gonna bet here like this. We can see here check folding. I think that when he checks this board, he's check folding. Yes, he's check folding and he's check raising a lot. So we're gonna attack when he like called this spot. We're gonna attack this spot because I immediately knew that he will have like this badge when I saw his stats. So his check call range on the turn is really weak. So in this spot, like we could like bet 1/3. We could bet like 1/3 exploitably, but I didn't do that. Okay, and we got the tables. Okay, we have like 4 tables. I mean, I'm okay now. I don't know here. I mean, I think I'm gonna fold. It's maybe okay to raise here, but I don't think that he's folding like a6. Even I don't think he has a6, but this is, I mean, I think he plays randomly. This guy is calling in position, button versus cutoff 20%, 12%. Okay, pocket pairs. His 3-bet range is, okay, he probably has suited connectors in 3-bet range. I don't see that he has much of the queen X here, because I think he 3-bets. Okay, let's see his call range in position. He folds to c-bet, okay. He folds to c-bet 50% in position. This guy steps a lot. I'm gonna check here. I'm gonna check raise here. Okay. He's stepping really a lot. We can have like here hand like king jack and check raise it on the turn. I think it's okay. When he check behind, I think with this kind of step he's got like really weak check range, so I'm gonna bet here like this. He probably has pocket pairs here, so we're gonna put the pressure on that range, because we see that he's stabbing most of the range, so that's telling me that he probably doesn't have a good check back range. So I'm gonna attack that range by overbetting. This is 3-bet here, the smaller size, because he folds a lot. Okay, we can open here. This player has 65% hands in his range, so he has all suited hands. He has king 6 here also. 1/3 of the pot on this type of the structure. Okay, let's see his step frequency. Bet versus me is 64. Step flop set. Okay, I'm gonna check raise here. I think that playing against this type of players are requiring us to put a lot of range on the check raise range, because they are like stabbing really a lot, and the best thing to do there is to put the pressure on them. Okay, this table will break soon, I think, so we're gonna see. If the tables break, we have like 2 NL100 tables here. He can stab 9x here. He's stabbing for sure king x, so we are losing to queen x here, and he won't really bet queen on the river. So if he bets here, he reps king, and he can have 9x here, and he's gonna bet the 9x. And if he bets queen x, we are getting a free showdown of the river. So I think we can't look for more with the hand we have. That's like maximum we can hope for. Okay, here is opening. This guy has 50% of range, so he has normal range in this spot. He doesn't have nines, and he doesn't have a 2-pair combo of suited and even suited. So this is board structures we're gonna attack really strong against this guy. He doesn't have 4-9 suited, 3-9 suited. He has only 3-4 suited, and we can put a lot of pressure here on this type of the range, because he doesn't have a lot of 2 pairs, and he only has like 6 combo sets. So we're gonna attack that range, especially when he calls. We're gonna see we would see his check raising range, and he has a lot of check raising range and a lot of strength in check raise range. So when this player call, we're gonna attack like furious, because especially on that type of board, if he calls, he's like he has like or draw or something, or like weak hand, like max of the top pair, and he doesn't have a lot of two pair combos. Okay, we can call, we can raise. Now this hand is like good to call. We can, here we're gonna bluff. Let's see his check fold on the river. He check folds 58%. Okay, I'm gonna bet like this. We can bet 10x here without problems, and we can bet any queen x. So I would also use a bigger size because I mean 10x is pure value bet and queen x. And I'm gonna try to just go to the river betting pop-up. That's what I'm going to do with what I'm trying to do today. That pop-up is so cool. It could save me like a lot of money if only I take a look at it. But I didn't like used to look at that pop-up because it's new. I didn't have it on the beginning, so. But if I look at that pop-up, I would be now much better spot. We would have like maybe normal folding frequency on the river. Okay, Razzle Bezel. Let's see what I have on him. Okay, this is like ABC player. Okay, we're gonna use like 5x here. We're gonna call here. This guy calls, of course. Okay, I'm gonna bet here. Here, let's see his check fold in position, 68%. Okay, I'm gonna bet this size. Make a check here and check call. We can also overbet here. Okay. I'm calling here. And he has this ace-8. I mean, I don't know how can we fold against that size. Here, this guy has like range, random range. We're betting the flop. He's calling. He doesn't fold a lot on c-bet. He can have like pure ace-x here, queen x, floats, draws on the river. I mean, when he's like betting that small, I probably think that he can even really bet verse queen. But he has 8x here, and he didn't raise 8x. Okay. So it's important to know that he didn't raise the top trips. He just called it. And I see the small size also. I mean, with 1/3 we are need to defending 75% of the range. So folding queen 10, it's not an option ever. Even if I see in like rear betting pop-up that he has the nuts, I wouldn't fold this. And this guy checked what he checked. He checked ace 8-9 here. I think that this player needs to have like a really big fold on the river. Okay, let's see the range he's defending. Okay, you see that he doesn't have like 2 3 suited, 2 10 suited, 3 10 suited, jack 2 suited, and stuff like that. He has all aces off. Okay, he doesn't have probably 8 10 off in his range. He doesn't have 5 10 suited, 5 10 off. Of course, he doesn't have. So I think the only hand I would overbet here. Let's see his fold to overbet, but we have like pretty cool hand here, so I'm gonna bet normal size here, and we're gonna see what he will do. I think he would like okay, he would like check raise here for sure. He has 2 pairs here, so it's really nice. I think when he calls here, and also I'm going to show you something here. I'm going to show you something here. This guy folds 57% on the river. It's really a lot, and that's because here I see he's check raising 14%, and his check raise strength on the turn is like probably like 2 pair plus and sets. So, and that's the reason why these guys, we need to triple barrel this type of players a lot, because when he just calls the turn, he have tough time to defend the river. And you want to look at that type of the players. That type of the players, your bluffs will okay, I'm gonna bet like this. Your bluffs will get your bluffs will be really profitable against this type of player. Okay, we're gonna three bet here, we're gonna shove here. Okay, he's calling. He has ace jack. Okay, nothing we can do there. He's folding. Okay, we're gonna bet here. He doesn't stab river a lot. We can check. I mean, he also folds double barrel quite a lot. I'm gonna check now. Okay. I'm just not. I don't like when I see that he has like. If I bet the turn and he shoves, it's like gross, really gross. But okay, he opens 26. I'm gonna just see the range. He opens 29% on cutoff, but we got an ace king there. We're gonna three bet. His folding position is not. It's not big, but we don't have a sample, so okay. And we can. I don't for when I have like this type of the player, I just don't know what he's gonna call three bet with. Okay. Against this type of player, he's like opening 33% on the UTG, and he's not folding anything, so he's gonna have like all weak races, and there's not a lot of combos of 2 pairs, so he doesn't have king 7 off, king 6 off, that's good, and he doesn't have 5 6 off, because that would be like 50% of the range, 55. So he doesn't have 2 pair a lot. So if he has like ace jack, then okay, he will have like king x here, he will have like weaker aces, and he'll have like even the worst hand than king, like 7 with flush draw, stuff like that. I mean, we have like easy bet on the river, especially when we see that he can have a 2 pair a lot. Okay, this guy calls in position like 40%, it's like 50%, he folds a lot on c-bet. Against this type of player, we're gonna like bet, we're gonna c-bet high frequency. Okay, this is fold. This guy won't float, so he's calling pocket pair here, 10x, and that's it. He doesn't have any other thing here. If I check, he's gonna check behind the pocket pairs, he gonna bet 10x half of the pot in this spot, and he won't call like ace 6 in this spot. Only ace 6 that he would call is ace jack, and now he's betting probably three here, and he has like 50% of range, so he has many suited 3x's, and I know from his sizing he doesn't float, so he can't have bluff here ever. We are just gonna c bet him and that's it. Okay, I think this is like easy call, just to see his range. Big blind versus cutoff 11%. Gonna call here at 8-10. We're not gonna hit anything, it seems. I don't think this is a good float here. We can like make that float if we see that he's check folding turn really a lot, and we see that he's not check folding turn, he's not double barreling a lot, but okay. We can float this week, but I think against 10% plus range it's easy call. Okay, let's see the questions. Okay, you're asking NoteCaddy. Okay, let him answer the question. Let me see just if there's other tables. No. Okay. I'm gonna check here. This guy 3-bets 14%, I think. 15. I'm gonna 4-bet and get it in here. Okay, folding here. I see that he's also calling 4-bet really weak here. Call 4-bet strength is like, okay, normal call. He calls queen 10 suited, it's not that bad. Okay. He's gonna call 4-bet with really weak hands, I think, because he's not folding a lot of 4-bet. He's gonna have like here probably ace jack off. He'll have like flush draws with like suited connectors 100%, and he's shoving now. Let's see his check raising range in 4-bet pots. I think this type of the hand is okay call here. Out of position when he called 4-bet. Check raises, he check raised the bottom set. Okay. This is close because with ace queen we are not blocking anything here, not even. But he has like ace jack and king jack. I'm gonna fold this time. It's close. We can call sometimes. I mean, we have like pretty the greatest blockers here. We are not blocking any of flush draws, and if he has like ace high flush draw, it's really bad for him. He's like getting it in. For example, with flush draw, and we have like nothing, but if he has not flush draws, he's like not in great shape. Nothing fun now. Nothing's fun happening for us now, but okay. This is fold for me. No other tables, people. Okay, we have 1 in 100 tables, but it's not opened yet, so I'm gonna, okay, it's open now. Okay, we're gonna open here. We're gonna leave this one. We're gonna leave it immediately, and that's it. We have 4 tables. Just hoping that this table doesn't break. If it breaks and we had the table that didn't break and I had a lot of handsome people, that will not be good. Nothing, no more tables now. This is it. We can comment on the here I'm playing. Okay, he now bluffed with with also a smaller size. He bluffed with smaller size, okay. We're gonna isolate him. I just want to see the hand, how the hand went. Let's see, we can comment it. Okay. We're gonna use bigger sizing here. He here calls king jack, stuff like that. I'm gonna double barrel here. We block like 5, 6 and 6, 7. It's not important against the fish, but it's okay. Let's see here how the hand went. I'm really interested to see it, just to better know my opponent. Okay, he called squeeze, and he called. Okay, this guy checked behind here with ace king against this type of the range. Okay, he bet small here, and he bet small again. Okay, so apparently he's value betting small and betting small. He just plays that way. Small size here. This guy is like fish. We won't talk about the range against this type of players. We are just gonna play it. He steps river a lot. Let's see what his type of hands he's calling. We don't see. Okay, but we're gonna bet here with queen x, with queen of hearts. Wow, this is gross. Let's see the river pop up here now. Maybe it will help us. He didn't overbet once. I'm gonna call here. Okay. I mean, I saw like 2 bluffs without any sense, but he didn't overbet once. I think we have second nuts against the fish. I mean, maybe he can change something into bluff. We saw that on the river he bet without any sense. So 2 times we saw that. I'm not gonna fold second nuts to this type of the player. Okay. And this is like pretty close also. I think we can go for value here. Okay. Okay, big blind versus cutoff. We can be sure that this guy doesn't have any 4x out of suited, any off-suited 4x here. He just doesn't have it in the range. Okay. I'm gonna trip it here. And he folds a lot on. He called. Okay. Gonna overbet here. Think we can overbet like massively here because he doesn't have 4x in his range, so magic orange, I'm not sure. I don't think I have it to turn it on. I'm not sure what are you asking, like net profit notes. I just, when I click here, I can see his net profit, net 1 and that. I'm not sure if you're asking this or something else. Okay, we are calling here on the big blind. I'm interesting. Is this what you're referring magic, not magic orange. This. Okay, this guy's betting 1/3. Let's see the multi. He apparently has. Okay, multi-way C bet really low. This size tells me that he's like betting probably 8x plus here. 8 ace 8. He can bet with this size. I'm gonna bet now. This guy can have anything basically. Okay, we're gonna isolate here. Okay, we played against Carnival yesterday. Okay, 22% of the hands here. Okay, he's 3-betting 8. Let's see just if he calls or 3-bet suited connectors. We don't see that. Okay, we can check here, we can bet. We're gonna bet bigger size here. We have ace queen here, so it's really nice he doesn't have an ace queen. Okay. He folds a lot on c-bet. I don't... He has some of aces, but what he, for example, player that folds like 63%, does he have like ace deuce here? I don't think so. That we timed out here. I'm gonna block bet here. And check raise here. He can have 9x here. That's why I'm block betting. I don't think that he will raise 9x here. Okay, we're calling here. Checking there. We flopped and this guy doesn't fold. This is check fold stats, he doesn't fold, so I'm gonna go with a bigger size here. You can see his check calling range here. Okay, middle pairs, stuff like that. Good turn for our range, I think. We're gonna bet through the river. I don't think he's calling 2 pairs here, so I don't think that he's check calling 2 pairs, and I see that he opens like 4-5 off, but I don't see that he's opening 4-7 off or 5-7 off probably, so he doesn't have a full house on the river, so we have easy bet. Okay, this guy's tight. I'm gonna fold 7%. It's probably even less. 6%. Okay. Okay. We're gonna squeeze here. Let's see how this player reacts to squeezes. Versus squeeze, folds, call strength. Okay, pretty strong range. Let's see this guy how reacts as a caller. He even have calls. Okay, it's. I think this is like. Okay, we're gonna bet here. We overbet the turn and he called. Okay, we get We got it. We're gonna see what he called with. He had ace king. I'm gonna trip it small here, and I mean, this guy is also not the most aggressive guy, but he has nines, he has ace jack off. So we're gonna trip it here. It's called forward in this spot. Okay, I'm gonna go to street here. This is the street game. I think that with this SPR is the best. Just to play to street here, and I'm gonna sharp turn. Okay. We are checking here. This guy now is calling out of small blind 17% of the hands. Okay, let's see. Let's understand his calling range in the small blinds. Small pocket pairs and broadways. Eights are trivet, tens are trivet, so he only has fives as a really good hand. So we can bet here. He will call with pocket pairs, of course. Okay, let's see his check raising range here. Check raising range. Bluff heavy, we're gonna click back and get it in. Okay. As soon as I see like this bluff heavy check raise range, I'm like going with the hand. He has only fives here, so no problem with me going in with this. This guy called on small blind. It's important to, but he calls like he calls a lot, so we're gonna bet the turn. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna check behind here. He had ace 10 of hearts. Ace 10 of hearts. People, do you have any questions? How much followers we have? 81. That's not good. I was expecting at least to get to 100 today so we can give the first prize. Okay. Some players that bought the program will I will have them as a guest on the stream to play with the program as soon as they like master the program, like to know to use every feature. So they're gonna tell how they are going with the program, how the program is working for them. And I think that would be cool to see, and to basically see them play and talk about the program. Okay, fault here. I'm not sure about that hand, but I just hate that line, like donk on the river. I just hate that line. And today a friend asked me about making that line as a definition, that line as a donk, but I mean only fish do such things, so I don't think it's important to know that, because I mean to have like a donk range on the river, you need to be like super good in understanding ranges and to know, okay, I mean now when on dot board structure river hit my range so good, and now I'm and I can donk my range. So I think it's just really hard to do that. So I don't think that good players would need to have that donk range at all. This is like super gross. Okay, I'm gonna call forward again here. This guy doesn't fold the 3-bet at all. So, and this guy will probably take advantage of that. So I'm gonna call forward here. I'm gonna check here, just to get a little bit value about from his. I see the stab on the river really big. Now we're gonna bet as a bet check bet line. In position versus, this is cutoff versus middle position. Only 4%. This is easy call. Call 4%. That's not good. Really strong range. Jacks plus ace king probably. And like ace queen suited. I mean, we are now just against really strong range, and I won't have a check raising range here. I will try to defend here, because he has like queens, kings, ace king. I'm gonna try to play it this way, and I think we can shove here now. Okay. We have ace queen with the hearts, with ace of hearts. We have some hands like queen jack, but I don't think I will show queen jack here. Queen jack of clubs, because we are then blocking the hands that he would fold and shove. So for me, ace queen is the bluff here. Ace queen is the bluff here. Queen jack is probably normal size. Even I don't think it's a good bet, because you're blocking the hands that will fold. Much better hand would be like bluff here with sevens. And this guy called us immediately shove, so it's important to just understand the dynamics here. So he's like calling here without even like thinking, are we maybe really betting here, and don't have a lot of bluffs. So people calls us really. I'm gonna fold here. Really easy. They're calling us really easy. Okay, that's good. Then tomorrow we'll give our first prize. Maybe we'll go like even bigger, maybe 200, and give 2 prizes. That would be good. Okay, we are opening here. We got a call 3, but we won't bluff two players here. Let's see here what we're gonna do. This is cutoff versus middle position. Okay, we're gonna 4-bet and get it in. I see 9s, I see 8s, I see 7s. I'm gonna 64, 86. I'm gonna get it in. Let's see how he reacts on 4-bets. Okay, we get the call flop. Okay, he called 4-bets. He called ace king, he called ace queen. We are betting 1/3. This is the size in this spot. Let's go to the 4-bet pop-up to see how he reacts. He folds rarely. He didn't raise at once till now. We are calling, of course, with tens. Okay, he had queens. And we gave the bad beat, but I mean, I'm not folding here ever, so we see that he doesn't fold to 4-bet, but he didn't raise it until once, and okay, we did get a pot. That's good. But I mean, it's obvious that we can fold ever, and I would like to see his calling range in position 7-6. Okay, I mean, we are just cruising here. Okay, if we are playing here, we are check raising here, so it's okay. I think that this guy, when he use this size, he's not strong. He probably has okay, he called. I mean, I didn't go to the pop-up. If I go to the pop-up, I would see that he's c-betting really tight range as a multi-way player. He's c-betting 70%, so this is mistake by me. We have a cool hand, we can check raise, we can hit gutters and stuff like that, but when this guy is like c-betting 70% and he calls here check raise that big in multi-way pot, we are against an overpair here, or ace-9. And this is that spot. I know I can get the pot here, but I mean, I would have a lot worse hands here, like nothing, and we have a pair here. I'm just gonna, I mean, but I know that this pair is not good ever. It's not ever good here. That's the problem. But when you check the turn, it's hard to rep something. I mean, we will check raise with 9x here also, because I won't have a call range here. When this guy calls, I won't have a call range, so I'll have like 9x, but it's queen 9, only queen 9. Okay, let's see his delay c-betting stats. Delay c-bet here. Oh, pardon me. This is the no bet. Let's see delay c-bet stats. Okay, I mean, this is close. I'm gonna fold. This is close, but this hand is so without playability. I mean, if we call, there can be like another pair, and we don't have anything. He has some of the bluffs here, but this hand is just too weak to call, in my opinion. This is fold here and here. Magic Orange, you are asking me, is ace king okay call? I think yes. It would be better call if he has blockers, but I think it's a okay call. We're gonna raise here. I think that he will have like this player like play that in top pair like this, but we see that he's not folding a river, so I'm not gonna bluff. We can win sometimes against his flush draws. Let's see what he had. He had queen jack here. I think it would be better call with. I mean, it's now questionably is having ace of hearts good there or not. That's also a question, because if I have if he has like ace king with ace of hearts, he's blocking my bluffs, and I think the only bluff we can have in that spot as an overbet bluff is ace queen. I don't see any other bluff we can have. Okay, small blind versus cutoff, 10%. He falls to 4-bet a lot, so we're gonna 4-bet this hand. This hand we can call, and we can 4-bet, so we're gonna 4-bet it. Let's see, he's calling 4-bet range also. We didn't have an opportunity. I don't know what to say. I mean, he had, if I'm not wrong, he had ace king of without any blockers. Yes. One thing is also important here. We have like ace queen of clubs in this spot also. So he's not even having this ace of clubs. So I'm thinking, is ace queen of clubs here overbet bluff? If you overbet bluff this, I think he has the best hand to call here. Because we basically rep on the river 7-8. We have 4 combos of 7-8, and we have flushes, and we have like full houses. It's pretty close. I don't know. It must depend on how he sees us and how we see him. But I mean, I think generally this is the good hand. This is the good hand to have. We're gonna check raise here. He steps really a lot. We're gonna check raise here. And now he's starting to checking. Okay. I'm gonna bet smaller size. Again, block bet. I didn't see many king X here. And we have some value. Okay. This guy just lost. Let me see the hands. Okay, this guy had a straight. Okay. Let me see just if the game started. Okay, now NL200 is starting to grow. The table so starting to open, but we have like, I mean, this table will probably broke soon enough, so that's the reason I think we'll need to add one more table, because I think for example, okay, I'm gonna fold here. He could value bet 9x here. But like I told you, he has like big sizing tells. He's like betting really big with big hands, and he's betting small with bluffs. Okay. This guy folds a lot on the flop, and then so basically I don't see us having much of the fold equity on the turn when the things go this way. Okay. Let's see how much he check. Okay, he has a solid checking range, so I don't think we have a bluff here with this against him, and he lost that hand, so he probably will check behind a lot of aces against us. Okay, here we have just a call. Okay, he didn't value bet the river here. Okay, open here. Okay. We are betting multi-way here. This hand is really good, has a lot of playability, and we are putting pressure multi-way on, and we can like put really much pressure on ace-x in this spot. Okay, this guy doesn't fold to 3-bet at all. We're gonna use a little bigger size here. Not the greatest turn. Okay. And he doesn't really bet this, so not the greatest spot. Again, we are facing small blind. Again, same story. He steps the river solidly. Okay, we have a bet here. I don't think we can call. When this player calls, who folds 60%. It's not good. Just to see what NoteCaddy asked. I mean, if people think that this is okay, they are satisfied. I would be really glad if they leave a positive feedback. If they are not happy, I'm also okay that they make critics or something that is not good, and I try to be better. I mean, this is like also it's new for me also. I mean, I never streamed, I never played and talked at the same time, think about stuff I need to say and stuff I need to do. Okay, let's see the cutoff versus boy. This is early middle position. Let's see his range, pocket pairs. Okay, let's see how much he folds. How much he folds on the low boards. Really a lot, and he folds a lot on the turn. Okay, he has also many flush draws here. Okay. He will have fives here, he will have... I'm gonna shove here. Okay. I mean, he folds a lot. He will have pocket pairs here. He will have flush draws with ace-x. I'm just gonna shove with this hand. I would shove like jack-x also. And when jack comes, I think it's okay. This is like basically one of the only no equity bluffs we have. We will bluff with like 5x here, we'll bluff with 9-10 here. We'll bluff, and that's it. This is like only non-equity bluff we have. We will have like ace-queen, ace-king with the diamond, but we won't bluff that on the river, I think. That would be like really bad bluff. So I'm gonna shove this hand. And also I see that he's folding a lot. He folds river of the position 57%, and we saw that he's folding a lot on the 3-bets also. So I think it's okay bluff. And also I didn't once have opportunity to open river pop-up, and I would like to see to open it and like, okay, this player overbets ace queen in this spot, he has overbet bluffs here, we're gonna call this player or stuff like that, but it just didn't, situation didn't let me to do that. Again, this table will break soon, I think. Will break soon, so I tried to just have tables ready, but there are all tables are taken currently or sitting out. Okay. Okay, I'll go for the small raise here. And I'm gonna bet turn here for value, for protection from flush draws. He folds not much here, so I think we're gonna bet half of the pot and check the river. Okay. And I hate this play. I really fucking hate this play. So annoying play. What he's now repping, like what hand he's repping with two pairs with queen. So gross. And this is like, he's not even aggressive. Like, I mean, he's repping here ace queen. I just see that he's repping ace queen here. Not ace queen, pardon me. I mean, he probably doesn't tribute, but I think he's repping king queen here. Okay, I'm gonna overbet here. Okay, he had ace queen. And he checked behind the turn with ace queen. We need to write this up. And I mean, here we'll have a lot of bluffs, so overbetting with two pairs is like play to go. And he's checked behind here ace queen. This is like, when I see that just this play, I would like slam this player. Let's see his double barreling range. I just really want to see this. Okay, he's double barreling 46% and continuing river 100%, and now he's like, okay, I have ace queen. I will check behind here. Okay, next time when he double barrels, we're gonna shove a lot of the range over him. I really hate when somebody like doing this stuff. I mean, he would get, if he played the regular way, he would get all money in. So if he played the hand like he should, he would get everything. So I don't understand why play like this. Just play it normally. I mean, if he played it normally, I mean, I'm calling the turn and calling the river. Even maybe I would shove you on turn here. And he would get the rest of the money, but okay. This stuff like really annoys me. I mean, he's like making this stuff now because I overbet him with the last hand, and now he's like adjusting 100%. I will check top two pairs now. I just really hate this type of plays. We're calling here. I wouldn't surprise to see Jack Knight here. Okay, it's okay. We are three-betting this guy. We three-bet him a lot now. 4 times, I think. His call range is okay. Gonna bet small. He'll have like ace 10 off here. He doesn't fold a lot on one. Against us, he's folding a lot of 1/3, more than he should. I mean, we can call against this player because let's see, his fault to check raise. Okay, he's falling a lot to check raise. I mean, we can even float because he's not double barreling much. I think also that a good play is just to okay, we can call here. Okay. He will have flush draws. I mean, but this guy's just, I know, I play with him, he's just a rock player, he's just really tight player. He would like check now. I'm gonna bet here now. I'm gonna bet like the pot here. We're wrapping basically 3x here. And I wouldn't like, I mean it's okay. He'll have some flush draws that I'm okay if he folds. It would be cool if he folds like 6x also, which is possibility, but we are treating him for the 4th or 5th time now. Okay, I expect this. I'm gonna show. I'm not even gonna look at the stats here. He's just really crazy now, I think. He's having ace king. And he used so big of the size, and that's the stuff I'm talking about. When yesterday we talked with Magic Orange, I told when people just like use this size, they give up. They like often show what they have. So for example, he's like over 3xing now with an ace king. He wouldn't do that for sure with aces. NoteCaddy, you are talking about Serega Pastushak, or how he's called. Yes, I think that it doesn't generally need to be that he has like a weak double barrel range, but I think that he made like adjustment on us from one hand. He just saw that we shoved nines there, and he now decided, okay, I'm gonna now I'm gonna now check behind to pair here. Like I'm sure that that was his logic. I'm sure 100% of that. But I mean, basically we can do anything there. So I'm overbetting because I have so many weak hands there. I have so many draws there that I'm just calling. So I'm basically like, we have a pretty cool raise. I'm basically, I mean, I'm really betting, not bluffing, so I don't know what to say. I mean, if he played, I mean, he should play the hand like the standard way, where he like have easy bet. If he played the way if he played the standard way, he would get all the stack in. So he tried to like make us bluff here. That was his intention. And of course, if I bet the normal side, he would shove. So I'm really glad I did use the orbit size here. I'm really glad about that. And also he should shove ace queen even on my orbit size. Okay. I'm calling here. He's using a small size. Let's see his step range in 3-bet pots. He stepped half of the pot with the top pair. So I'm sure that he would like, he's stepping here with ace-x is with 8x with that size, or he's like having a bluff here. On the turn, this guy is pretty passive on the turn. then he would like bet the turn with ace queen pot. I'm just not sure. I'm pretty sure that he doesn't have here 10x, or he doesn't have a flush here, and he doesn't have an 8x here. And this is like the pretty terrible river. Because now Jack 9 got there. Jack 9 got there, and Queen Jack get there. And fall now. I was just preparing to call on any blank river. This is like the worst, because the draw got there and the queen got there, and he can really bet the queen on the river. Even, I mean, this guy looks passive to me. Maybe his like river value betting range isn't even a queen. Maybe he would check the turn. If he would check the queen behind, then I mean our call can be on the river like easy mate. I just had a feeling that he's bluffing this hand, because from what I saw, he would like bet, what I saw in the HUD, he would like bet the 8x with bigger size on the turn. He wouldn't bet 10x on the river, so on the river he's like wrapping straight sum of 8x, which I think that he would use the higher size, and that's it. I just think that he's pretty passive. He could even check behind queen x there. And again we are facing a stab against donk. Against, okay, I'm not gonna, I need to raise here, I'm not happy about the fold now, when I think we have a call from how the range played. I just feel he would float us. He lost the previous hand. I just had a feeling that he would like float us here without anything, with a hand like king 7, king 9, and he would like bet step that hand, and he would also like float that hand. Okay, this guy's like a rock player. His raising range is like so much stronger than average. We can call, we can squeeze here. We want to have also some good hands in calling range because of him. I'm gonna raise here. Last time that he played this, he had a draw, if you remember. We won the hand, he had open ender, we had king queen, he had queen jack. So also I think when he do stuff like this, it's a habit also. And I would like to see the donk now. I would like to see a donk now. I would really want to see a donk now. But no donk now. I think we need to bet here. Just think about the size. I'm gonna bet normal size here. It's interesting. I think his range here is like 8, 9 or pocket 8s, in my opinion. Wow, he had jack 10 here. He didn't bet the multi-way jack 10 here, and then he just, I mean, I can't even put him on a 10x here. He shouldn't have that. Okay. I mean, if we check here, we would get the all-in, but I think that I just don't see that somebody doesn't barrel hand like queen 10, jack 10 or stuff like that in this situation. I just can't put him on that. And also if he has hands like ace 10, I mean, he can bet the flop. I just don't see many 10 hand decks, so I 10x hands, and we want to have some bluffs. So for me the best play is like to bet the river there. We would get the whole stack if we checked. That's the problem. But I just don't see 10x in his range, so I think it's okay like this. I'm just like having a feeling we got bluffed that hand when we had the ace 5. Okay, small blind versus cutoff. Okay, 11% we can call here. I'm gonna win a bet king x here. Okay, and he checks. Let's see his check folding range. He doesn't check fold a lot. Let's see his check call range in the tribute flop, tribute pots. Skip flop, cbit, and check call top pair high kicker. This is hand that is like, I think 50-50. We can bet it, we can check it. I think it's okay. We're gonna see now. He now delays cbets. I don't think we can call here. Even I don't think that he can have like many ace-x hands in this spot. But I don't think we can even do anything with this hand. We can see his delay c-betting range. I think it's also nice to know that. Okay. Okay, we're gonna bet here. This guy called the 3-bet. Okay, here. I think this is the bluff if he checks. We will for sure have like 9s here, 10s with spades. So I'm gonna bet like half of the pot here. And he had 5s. He called 3-bet. He called 3-bet with 5s. We are. I mean, so bad. I mean, we need to bluff the river, for sure. We have like 9. We have 10s. We have like handsome as a queen jack with queen of spades, especially if we 3-bet this guy. This is a fish, so I just hate like when player play like this and he gets like a big pot with anything, and he plays like a shit. Cold calls a 3-bet, then steps. Okay, we are 3-betting here. I mean, against this size I didn't see us folding. Okay, let's see his range here. Okay, he has king 9-9. Ace 8 is his probably. Ace 8 is the first ace off that he has. Okay. Let's see his calling range. Okay, he's not floating us here. So he won't call, for example, he won't call here king 9 in this spot, so that's good to know. He doesn't have, I think that he doesn't have a lot here. I think we can bet here with like this size. Okay. and he called here. I think we are he has ace 8. Okay, I'm gonna bet here, or bet. We are attacking. I don't think he has ace jack, so basically he has ace 8, which is like snap call, and he has like ace 3 suited. Okay, we are playing back here. This guy raises on the turn. I mean, we have like I mean, this is a mistake. Jack Jack 8 call with 6-10. Really good. I mean, this was a huge mistake by my. I mean, we have the nuts and. But just because this size, like, it's annoying size, and I mean, this is hand that we need to call. He probably doesn't have anything. By doing this, we are just eliminating the bluffs, and he can have like ace 6, and he's probably not raising like ace 5 here or ace 10. He's like, when he raises, he reps some 4 or ace 4 or like jack 4 suited and 7 4 suited. So I think this is a mistake. We should like calling here. We have even here like ace 8, ace 9. We're gonna call that hand. So by doing this, we are just, I mean, our blockers, and I mean, this is a mistake. I should call here. But it's like I hate that size. That size like tilting me, and when he like uses, he raises 2x out of position. What I'm gonna fold to 2x? Nothing. If I had a pair, I'm continuing with the pair. If I had a draw, I'm continuing with the draw. So okay, we see that this is the thing I talked about yesterday. We are saving on our bluffs, so we're gonna delay c-bet against this type of the player. We're gonna delay c-bet at 50, and that's it. And when he calls, I'm gonna give up here. Okay. I'm gonna fold here. I don't know. I just think that with that aces that we like play the worst possible in the whole world. Like every other player in the world wouldn't play like this except me. I'm sure of that. I just played like the worst possible way. This guy seems like folding a lot, 65, just to see his call range. I'm gonna use smaller size against him. Okay. I did open and it didn't work out. Let's see if there are other tables. Okay, one table is here. I didn't see it. Okay. Okay, we're gonna use bigger size here. One table opened. Okay, we are waiting on 2 tables. It's okay. We'll have 9s here, 10s here. We'll have some bluffs. It's important to know how much he steps the turn. He steps turn 50%. We don't know the range. I think this is the check now. Okay, I'm gonna squeeze here. And we have the shove here. We can just see if he's like falling to river. I mean, like here we can shove with without anything. I think in this spot, so I'm going to shove with queens. I mean, generally when people play like this, when they check behind and old bricked, we can like have a... Because when we use like a big size, we're going to use a lot of check ship on the turn, and when the player who checks, who steps a lot on the turn, for example, he steps in position 67% of the time, when this type of player checks down the turn, I think we have profitable shove on the river. With some, of course, we need to have a balanced value and bluff ratio, but we can bluff, I think, a little more. People won't defend enough, that's for sure. So I think the good play would be like shove there with the hand that we checked, and we need to have like normal size and shoving range. So maybe we can shove like king and aces and put the queens in normal size. I think that's also okay. Okay. So we can like put the queens in normal size, shove with kings and aces and ace queen, and put the king queen in the normal size and queens in the normal size, and we can like have protected range, and then we can really bet 9s, 10s and stuff like that. Okay, this guy is not bluffing, he's for sure not bluffing. He doesn't even, I don't see, he had like ace, he had a 8 here for sure, and now he will fold because this guy called with king, and he didn't really bet here, which is obvious that this guy has like full house. Okay, we are folding here. We can see multi-way c-bet. I'm interested to see that. And see the range he's multi-way. Look at this. Look how player play multi-ways. Like all stronger side is a nuts. All stronger side is a nuts. And he bet like the half pot with the sometime of the bluff. And 90% is value. And I would probably call him with a hand that is too good to fold. I just need to just go and like look at that pop-up, look at that pop-up, and just looking at that pop-up and playing. Okay, let's see the turn here. Okay, he doesn't check fold a lot here. I think we can go for the check. I'm folding river now. I mean, we can stab the river also, but I would stab. I want to have some check flushes, and the best is like hand that is like the nuts if the flush hits, and we can like bet some other flush draws. And like I think we can like have, for example, if the turn is like 7, 6, we can rep 2 pair or straight. So when you check behind, we have like some credibility to make the play. Jack is like we can like only rep. I mean, when he especially when he bets the river. I mean, if we had like ace deuce, we would like call only. So I can't do anything here. I can't raise because what I'm repping with raise, I don't have jack 8 or in like small blind. I probably have jack 8 because we are a little bit deeper, but I'm basically repping jack 8 and that's it. And ace jack, I would probably stab the turn most of the time with it, so we can do anything. But if the turn was like 6, 7, 9, we can then rep, for example, 8, 9 or stuff like that. So for example, even if he like value bets the river, we can like raise, then we can like credibly, we can rep something with credibility, but with jack I can't rep anything, and I check behind, and that's it. Okay, this guy folds a lot, and we're gonna just use normal size. He doesn't have ace 3 and ace 5 off in his range. But the pop-up is showing that he has. Okay, we are calling. Pop-up is showing that he has ace-3, he even has jack-3, and this pop-up is showing that he's frequently calling jack-3 in this spot. Okay, let's see his check raising range. Combo draw, 2 pair, check raise and bet. Okay, we are calling here. So he has ace-3 and ace-5 here. And if this is good guy, I would shove here. If this is a good guy. But this guy will never fold the ace-3 and ace-5. And let's see. Okay, we are in the position to go to the river pop-up, but we don't have a time bank. We don't have a time bank, and the time bank is 1 minute and we didn't get it. Okay, let's go to the river pop-up just to see. Okay, river pop-up. Let's see the size, 45 to 70. Okay, 65 is a bluff. 70% is a bluff. Near to half of the pot is more of the sum of the value hands. Okay, we had an easy call here, and I can't believe this. Now when I had the opportunity to make a good call from this, I didn't done it. He's betting bigger with 2 pair here, I think. And he has bluffs, so I think we must defend ace jack there. So now when I can become a hero with the river betting pop-up, I'm just I folded the hand. So annoying. Okay, I'm gonna shove here. I could become a hero now. Make a good call and say river pop-up, help me here. And I didn't done that, so bad. Okay. Okay, this guy is 3-betting. I mean, again, tight range. I mean, I'm gonna 44. We don't have time bank here, so we need to move quickly. Okay, I'm gonna call here. I mean, it's not the greatest spot, but regarding the odds, we are calling here. Okay, maybe we can get it. Maybe we can split it. Okay, we split it. It's okay. I'm gonna call here with this size. And he hit the ace. He always hits against us. And he bluffs other people. Okay. I'm not a perfectionist, but I made I mean, I should call with ace jack, and I didn't call with ace jack, and I'm talking all day how I'm gonna look at the river pop-up and made some cool things. And I had an opportunity and I fucked up the opportunity. Or maybe I could make a call and say, okay, it seems like river pop-up has made a mistake. It's not on me, it's on the river pop-up. We are betting for sure. He's floating. He floated ace king, ace queen here. He would float this. I mean, I would bet now with fives without anything. Calling here. Okay, bluff now. Bluff with 1/3 of the pot. No, he's not bluffing. He's just killing us. We are just giving him money all the time. He's just getting the river, he's getting the turn. I'm gonna use bigger size here. I mean, we obviously have to call on the river. It's not even close. I'm gonna fold here. He's not bluffing. It's queen. Usually I 3-bet half of the combos and call with half of the combos, so I have like I have in call range some good hands. For example, if I'm like 3-betting all 7, 8, 6, 7, I'm not calling 6, 7 off and 7, 8 off on that like medium boards, medium connected boards. I don't have straight, I don't have two pairs, so I'm 3-betting half of the combos and calling half of the combos. So I can have like straights, two pairs and stuff like that. And now the tables start opening, but we have tables, but it seems like it's really, we are getting really early, and that's the reason why we can't get the tables. But we are also we're gonna start tomorrow at the same time. I mean, so we're gonna move it to the half. We're gonna make it like today time, so 10:30 by Croatian time and Europe time, 10:30 p.m. Okay. This guy has low c-bet. Let's see, he probably has good check call range. Okay, has, okay, check call, check call, check call, check call. I mean, with this hand we need to attack. Okay, to 10 is a call, fold. He's gonna call here. He has 41. Let's use his check raise here, and this on the turn. It's not. This card is not good for us. Not great for us. Okay. And now it's like we have like queen x. Are we really betting queen x here? And are we gonna rep 5-7 now? Or I'm gonna go small like with repping queen x here. Okay, he had queen jack. Okay, it's not important when hand like this, calls us. It's not important. I'm just not looking. This hand needs to call every time. I would like to know, for example, what would he do with the bottom pairs and lowest pairs. That's the hand we are interested in. This hand will call us. Okay, I'm okay. If we repolarize, maybe we can fold it, but I didn't want to repolarize. I just want to bet like queen x here. Okay, great river for us. He did get there. I don't think we can fold anything now. Maybe 5x, but he can even have like 5, 10, 5 jack, and then okay, we 3-bet and this guy called. Let's see, calling. This is deep 4-bet. Deep. This is deep. How he plays deep, we don't have infos. I tried to open a deep pop-up to see how to see his range is deep. We won't call him now. I was trying to open and I didn't deep pop-up to see how this player plays when there's a deep situation going on. For example, we can see his calling range 3-bets, call 3-bet ranges and 3-bet ranges when the situation is deeper, and we can also see how much he c-bets, how much he c-bets on circuit boards and stuff like that. So it's really cool pop-up also, but you need to have some informations. This guy don't he folded first time now. Okay, so there's a chance he can fold. That's good. Okay, check fold 44%. I don't know. I would like to see higher. And this is when he triple checks, he folds. Check, check, folds, okay, and calls with bottom pair, and he called overbet with the bottom pair. He called almost twice support with Agon. Okay, so all my plans are falling apart now. I didn't want to use like... I mean, we have like 7-3, 7 deuces here, suited ones at least. So we could... I thought about trapping something, but not against him. Okay, let's see if the aces will come to something, to some good hand. Okay. Sir Hood. Sir Hood is calling. We even we even paid Sir Hood when he hit the flush with the king, and we had queen flush. So we paid everybody at the tables almost. Every really bad player we like this guy entered with 100 and something, and now he's like having much more. Okay, he's having king 4. And also was thinking about how much the stream should last. I thought that when we make challenges we can like make it them longer, but I think for like presentation program I think 2 hours, 2 and something is okay. Okay, 51% of the range here. I would like 4-bet 9-10 because I can call 9-10 off here in this spot, so I would 4-bet 9-10. I'm 4-betting the first hand I can call. It's like my usual play. The tables are starting to filling up. We also have like 3 more tables of... We have 3 more tables of 3 more tables of NL 400 and even some like 2 tables of NL 200. So it seems like now it's like starting to heating up. Okay, he calls. He has like 22% of the range in this spot. King 8 suited, Queen 8 suited. He calls stuff like that in these positions. Okay. I think we're going to delay here. We have like 8s, 9s, 10s. We're gonna check them sometimes. We're gonna even check some like Queen 10 hands. Okay. Here he's basically giving us the odds to call, so... And now the play will be check, and when I bet here, he would like call. So now when I think the best play for us is to raise the turn and rep the 7-7. So for example, I'm not betting 9s here, 8s I'm not betting, and he's like having probably Queen X here, and he's gonna call us every time. It's 100% of the time. I know. And that's the reason I should raise the turn and rep the 7-7 here, credibly and shove the river, and he would then believe, okay, this guy has really 7-7. But I mean, he basically gave us the odds, so that's the reason I called. But I think much better play, much stronger place to raise here. I mean, if we have like 7-7 here, then we can have bluff range also. Okay. Like, look at this, call 4-bet like 3.5x. 3 and something. Okay, it's not 3.5, but 3 and 1. 3.1x. Okay. I'm gonna finish for today. I think I'm gonna play a bit after I finish. I'm gonna fold here. This is the last circle, last orbit. Okay. Thanks, NoteCaddy. But it's not the truth. I mean, I'm just realistic. I made like 5 plays stupid as shit, and what can I say now? I played them good. I didn't play them good. I played them like shit, and that's the truth, and there's no other way to like say it's like nice. I play like shit, and that's it. I mean, and this hand is also for me played like shit. Because I exactly knew what he has, and I'm playing perfect for his strategy. I should like put him in the tough range, and we will see then. I mean, it's so easy. I mean, I immediately knew what he will do, and I know on like that when the king hits, I just know I don't have like any value, any like real, any good rep. I don't trap anything, and I know that he's calling with queen x. So there's the thing there. Okay. Okay, let's see his call ranges, cutter versus button, pairs. I think this guy folds a lot, and he did isolate this guy. Okay, we can check behind there. I don't think he has like ace-10 off here, to be honest. He mainly, I think he has pocket pairs. He didn't really bet ace-jack there. Okay. If I didn't have nines, I mean we're a little bit deeper, and in the monotone board I can like see bet 100% of the range, and also we will have to have some check back range and stuff like that. I think that nines are really good check behind, and I think that, look at this, he has like pure bet on the turn, and I mean probably even bet on the river, but he didn't do that. He didn't do it. Okay. So we have like 2 more hands. I just made so many misplayed. I mean, I folded there ace jack, and I had opportunity to see the river pop up and make a good call, and show you that the river pop up is so good. But when I make a stupid calls, then the river pop up is not helping me. I click it on the replayer, and I see, oh my god, I called this guy that is like betting 90% value. I called him with hand that is too good to fold. Okay, it will be better. If it will be better when we come to the 100 followers, I'm sure that things will then go. Okay, this is the last hand. Okay, we can like see the how we went. We just run really good, and we didn't deserve to be in the, we didn't deserve to win, but we won it. I mean, we lost the hands. I think all of them are played like okay, but we didn't deserve to win today. We won this hand that we needed to lose, but I think by the hand, like the hand is played, we can do anything. He has like 7s and 8 in his range, so we can do anything here except like bet call. I bet called immediately, but we gave a bad beat here, so that's it. Let's see the other hands that we lost. If we could do something there. The hands that we lost. Okay, we lost queens here against. Okay, this we double barrel queens, and this guy like shoved under a donk shove on the river. And I know everybody can say this is like pure value every time. I know that we have like queen x, we have like second nuts, and we need to defend in this spot like we need to defend 32%. We need to defend like 32% of our range. So if I'm folding queens, I'm folding 100% of my range. So I'm just not gonna fold to fish. That I saw that head on the river like some bluffs without sense. Like he had ace 5 here. He had in position pot with, let's see, ace king here. I mean, he could like basically turn like 9x into bluff on the river. I don't know, but we need to defend 32% of the range, and if we are folding this, we are folding 100%, and I won't fold 100% to nobody, and that's it. We had queen 10 here. Let's see that. Queen 10. Okay, let's see that ace 8 again. That hand like really tilt me. That hand like tilt me a lot. Because this guy like made so stupid play. I don't know. I mean, okay, you can check like aces there on the turn. Okay, I'm cool with that. You check aces, well done. But like checking the ace queen, that that needs some type of protection. I'm gonna call here 8. I'm gonna call here 8-9 of clubs, 8-9 of diamonds. I'm gonna call queen jack of with backdoors. Queen jack with I mean every queen I'm gonna call, of course. So I'm gonna have like 9-10. I'm gonna have like backdoors with hand like 9-10 with diamonds. So like betting here, you have like so much value betting here, because for example you are putting some of my hands in tough spots with aces. Okay, you can check behind. You want to protect some part of your range, and you're gonna you choose aces, but not ace queen. I mean, ace queen is not the nuts here. We have an 8 here. I fold deuces here, but I have 8s here. I'm not going to check raise them every time. I'm going to check raise them some of the time. And okay, and he checks behind here. Okay, and I'm on the river, and I'm thinking myself, okay, this guy checked behind. The river is blank, and I'm gonna have like king jack here, king jack off, and I'm gonna bluff that king jack off probably some of the time. And what size I'm gonna use? If I go here like 3/4 of the pot, what he will do with hands like queen jack? He will call every time. What he will do with the hands like, and this happens all the time, like some caller shim. It's also tilting me. So if he has like hand here like pocket nines, okay, that's probably lila call, but hands like kings here, he's calling 100%. Queen is calling 100%. So what I was trying to do, okay, I need to have an overbet range in this spot, just to get them pressure on his check behind range. And okay, I overbet here, and he's calling, and he's just calling, and he leaves like 30 big blinds behind. I mean, okay, he's now afraid of what hand? He's afraid of 8s, because 8 is only hand that's beating him. Only 8, nothing other hand. And I have 7-8 here. I have ace 7 here. I have some of the I don't know if I call queen 7, but I have ace 2. I overbet every two pair I can overbet. So I think it's like terrible play.